Okay guys, we're out at the field getting ready to fly the FlightlineRC RC FW-190. So I got my throws on the ailerons, elevator, and rudder. Now that was in low rates.
High rates.
We got high rates, elevator, and rudder. Not much deflection, but it works fine. Not much deflection is needed. Now here are my flaps. I have them timed to, I think it's about 4 seconds maybe. We got takeoff flaps, landing flaps, and flaps up. So go ahead and show you the retracts here. Very nice, smooth retracts, and they're very nicely reinforced. So makes. All right, so I'm going to take off with half flap or takeoff flaps. So here we go. So as you saw there, that flap setting works pretty good for takeoffs. If you don't have that flap setting, it's going to want to pitch down because the gear is raked forward. So I would recommend putting in a little bit of flaps on your takeoffs. It doesn't take too much, just a little. So you can get it trimmed out here. It really does fly nice. Tracks really well, and it is a fast flyer, okay? That's cruising about half throttle, maybe a little under half. I never really do go full throttle with it because it's got so much power. It really doesn't need the power, but it is nice to have. Does nice aerobatics here. Nice roll. Good loop. Very nice aerobatics. Now the rudder doesn't have much throw, so I would stay away from those hammerheads. Stall turns are probably achievable, but are going to need full rudder deflection. I have maxed out my rudder throw, moved them up to the maximum horn, so I've got all I can get on it. Very nice flying plane. So I'm going to go ahead and drop to 1 notch of flaps here, show you guys how it slows down. Now these are my takeoff flaps, and it is going to balloon just a little bit.
If you're wondering what that noise is, that is it.
Yes. Now it is going to balloon a little bit. I'm a little high here, but it will want to balloon just a little bit, but not too bad. Now that was just half flap. I'll come around here and go full flap. So try and get a little bit lower here.
See the relation in the ground.
Takeoff flaps.
Now full flaps does slow it down quite nicely. I land with full flaps. Now when you climb, you are going to have to hold a little bit of rudder, but not very much. It doesn't have an awful amount of torque, so you can see it pulls it right up there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and try a stall here. So it does drop a wing slightly, but not much. It's definitely manageable. So you do want to keep the power on landings. Just keep a little bit of throttle going over the control surfaces. Yeah, that's what I mean about the rudder. That was full rudder. I was going against the torque. If you go with the torque, you probably are going to be able to get one squeezed out of it, but it won't look very well. Look very good. It'll just kind of look a little bit sloppy. So, I'm going to bring her in for a landing here. Got 16 seconds left.
Gear down, landing flaps.
So, like I said, keep a little bit of power on. Fly it right in. Alright, let's put our flaps up. And with our steering abilities, I unfortunately can't taxi this because we're kind of got a thin runway here. But as you saw, the gear held up really, really nice. And be ready on your rudder because it is going to want to, it's a little squirrely on the ground. So be ready on your rudder steering. But other than that, it is a great plane, easy flyer. Just make sure you've got some good experience. I'd recommend this for intermediate pilots, intermediate to advanced. We'll probably have a really good experience with this. So, this was Miller RC, and tune in next time.